up, oopsies? Thanks for joining me for another Pick a Reading. This time I bringing you Pick a Cup with my 2 new cups. So you pick 1 cup or both cups, whatever draws you in. So I'll pick, this is cup 1, cup 2. So before this begins, if you could just tap the subscribe bell notifications when you do. Thank you guys so much for your support and love and kindness. And make sure you sign up for my newsletter on my website. Link below, TonyBomboni.com. I just sent out a mass newsletter, probably like my longest one yet, with important changes and updates when you sign up for that newsletter below. It's on my homepage of my website. You'll find it. It's right there. You get 20% off all my services for life. So remember that coupon code is Tony2. It's not Tony20. A lot of times people think it's Tony20. It's Tony2. Tony, Tony, the number 2. I always show it in my video on the bottom left corner. Okay? All you need to do is sign up for the newsletter to qualify for 20% off for life. That's it. You know what? Like, you skip straight to 20, skip straight to go, right? Like in Monopoly. That simple. Just sign up for the newsletter. That's all. I only notify you maximum 5 times a month on that newsletter. That's it, okay? So it's real chill, about once a week perhaps. Sometimes less. So yeah. Okay, and book yourself a service today. I offer 15-minute and 30-minute coffee cup readings. So if you book a 15-minute reading, I'll read you 1 cup. You book a 30-minute, I'll read you not only 2 cups, but I'll shout your name out, the first name, in the beginning of a video. So shout out to Emma for booking a 30-minute. Thank you, Emma. God bless you. Love and light. God bless all of you watching at home. All right, and check out any other of my services as well. I offer candle wax readings, tarot readings, Reiki healings, and the like. I want to address a comment before I begin. You know, I like to make these videos longer, you know, and induce your relaxation and keep it going and stuff. A comment, sometimes I address comments, and people mistake, they think these comments bother me. I'm human, of course. Sometimes it bothers me. Sometimes I need to address something. Yes, I've been doing this a long time. I've been on YouTube for 16 years. Yes, I'm still human. Comments will still bother me, okay? It's natural, it's normal, it's human nature. Doesn't mean because I have this many followers and I've been doing this a billion years that it won't bother me, that I'm a robot. Suddenly people expect people to become a robot, a robotoid humanoid, and be numb and cold to comments. No, I feel your comments. I read everyone and I keep them to heart deeply because I'm a human being. That's what human beings do. This is why I wonder sometimes if there are troll robotic comments like spam bots that are just commenting to get on your nerves and they're not actually human. So I digress. I want to get to my point here and say that, yeah, this comment did move me. This did affect me. This did maybe faze me a little bit. And this is why I want to address it. Then my last reading I did, my candle reading, was a little scattered. It was the only comment that was a little off from different comments, right? So I like to address those comments. I guess it's the perfectionist in me. But spirit is scattered. Like right now I'm Tony Bomboni, Antonio, whoever the hell you want to call me. I don't care. When I do these readings, I'm no longer Tony. I'm God, universe, spirit. And I even mentioned that in a newsletter recently. This is why it's important to sign on for those newsletters. You get notified there that I do not notify on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube community tab posts, videos, anywhere else. That's a special place where you get up to date and you're the first ones to know. And I talk to you about these bookings and why I do them and stuff like that. We get to keep in touch, interact. You can email me. I can answer you any question you want. But anyway, I was a little scattered and I should be more focused. Well, spirit is scattered, honey. Spirit is very scattered. Did you know that? Yeah. I've been doing thousands of readings. Last time I just checked yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, I did so many readings. and time again, no reading is the same. Just like this one will be vastly different, perhaps, from the candle video. And each video is its unique video. Of thousands of videos, not every video will be perfect. I think that was perfect in its own unique way. And that reached who it needed to reach. But I'm scattered because I'm channeling the God, universe, spirit energy, as all readers do. Naturally so, by doing this work. It's not me. I'm not... Once I start this reading, honey, I am talking to everyone. I am no longer me. I'm just merely a vessel. It is not me. Me is the ego. Ego does not do the reading. As I am speaking now out of the stupid reptile carnal human brain. It is spirit. Spirit is not I'm gonna write this comment. Spirit is, this is what the message is. And whoever I channel through spirit, that's spirit. And I love and respect them. I channel angels, angelic messages. I channel archangels sometimes ancestors. And they come through and speak in whatever way in alignment that they are vibrationally. And so if that happened to be a scattered energy, soul, entity, spirit that was positive, I'm sorry, but that is what that energy was. And naturally part of me comes through, and when I do that work, yes, I am scattered, admittingly. I am. Yes, I was scattered. I admit it. I was looking back in that video too. I'm like, yeah, I was scattered. I was okay? I was scattered. Sometimes I let my brain get in the way of the reading. But no one's 100% focused unless they're a robotoid. I'm not AI. No. If you want AI to do your tarot reading, go ahead, but good luck. That's all I'm going to say to you. Okay, so yes, I have to keep it real with you all. And it's like housekeeping. I have to do my housekeeping sometimes, because sometimes that little, pest gets in the way, and then I have to brush it off with a broom. You know what I'm saying? And make it very clear. I'm not calling the person or whoever, the robotoid or whoever. I don't know if that was even a real person. Like, sometimes even the way they type, I'm like, this doesn't sound like a real human. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. It sounded very poetic and weird. But anyway, whatever that thing or entity or person was, I had to address it because, yeah, I'm not going to let it get to me. And I'm going to be real with you. I wish when I was younger I spoke up more. I was always afraid to speak up because I know I'm a very intense person. Whenever I meet new people, everyone always, the first impression, they're like, ooh, when they finally warm up to the group or the community or the people around me, they're like, oh, you're finally better. And like, what the hell do they always mean? Why do people always say that to me time and time again? I finally got it out of someone that was bold enough, and thank you, Jesus, for that person, to say it to my face. I'm intense. Yeah, I said it. I'm intense. In real life, too. People look at me and they're like, even people recognize me, like, Tony, is that you? Like, they do not see it coming. And I know, because I've done the work, that's the rising Scorpio in me. We're very intense. We're Spitfire. We will not hesitate. And that part of me is coming through with age, because I used to be so fearful of that part of me. And it scared people away. And now I'm not. And now I don't care who I scare away. Because I know people who know me know me. And if you've healed that part of you, you're not going to be afraid. You're going to realize the humanity in me as well. So yeah, I am intense. Yeah, I do intimidate people at first. I had an astrologer tell me that many years ago too, reading my whole chart. She's like, you're very intense. She never even met me in person. She knew. And she said that part will play in your life over and over again. And I have to learn to love that part of myself. But I digress. This isn't about me now. Because, you guys have been watching so long. these same readings over and over again. No video's the same. I don't want to make it the same. I don't want to be like, beep, boop, bop, here's reading number 1. Beep, boop, bop, bleep, bloop, blop, here's reading number 2. I want you to get to know me. If you don't know the person doing your readings for you, how are you going to connect with them? This is how I connect with your energy, and you can connect with mine. So I can do your readings, so I can channel. So yeah, sometimes, you know what, I'm going to do housekeeping, and I'm going to talk in the beginning of the video and say, you know what, this is what I need to face. This is what I need to address. Maybe this is something coming through that I need to heal right now, because I do healing along with these readings with you as well. It's not just you. I'm not just doing this for you. Of course I'm doing this for myself, as we all should be, rightfully so, as our own creator gods, who realize our worth, our power to speak up, and that our weapon and our tool that prospers us in life is the breath, the voice, the mouth, peace. Most everyone can speak with sound. We can be disabled in other ways of life, but all of us can say something out of our mouth. All of us can utter something. We can breathe. That's what makes us all unique and special and extraordinary. And right now I'm even talking through spirit. I'm letting spirit talk through me. I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying right now. I'm just letting them speak. This is the work. And if it sounds scattered to someone, God bless you. I send you off with love and light. This is not the place for you then. This is not a place of judgment, disrespect, and I will not put up with that, because I've been putting up with that for years and not speaking up, and I will speak up about it now. I did not make this channel to please and appease everyone. Trust and believe, and I cannot be bought and paid either. Trust and believe. I could go on into that another time, a story time, the many times I could have been bought and paid by millionaires. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I had the chance. I always said no. And I showed them disrespect, that's right, because they showed me disrespect. They told me, basically, indirectly, that I'm not worthy, I'm worthless, I'm only this amount, I only deserve this number. I can only achieve or attain this with them. And I knew my worth, I know my value. And I will not be brought down. And I refuse to. Yeah, I went deep. I'm sorry. The comment wasn't even that. It's not even about the comment at this point. It's about something greater. And I've just been really connecting deep home lately. As Earth, God, everyone on this planet. And feeling the pain. There's a lot of pain going on. And maybe I'm channeling something without even reading the cups. But this goes deeper than the surface. And one last thing to that comment, or any other comment that gets on my nerves, because I'm a human being. You don't know me. You just see me in this video. You don't know what I do or who I am outside of this video. You're only commenting on a reflection of me. This camera captures me, and then the camera goes through the editor, and the editor goes through the upload goes to the YouTube filter, that goes to your screen. There's many filters. You only see but a speck of me. That's all. And keep that in mind with everyone else you watch, and how impactful and hurtful a comment can be sometimes. Yeah, I may have autism, I may have ADHD, I may have Asperger's. I don't know, I've been told it all. I don't know. I'm still learning about myself. And pain will come up while you still dive deep and learn more about yourself. Or how about maybe instead of labeling us all, we're just special. We're tapping into our gifts and abilities. Lately, my hands, I don't know what it is when I go outside. They have been sparkling, like glowing, like I literally see glitter. Like it's not even sweat, because it's as soon as I go outside. And I move like this and I see the glitter. And like, look how peeled my hands are lately. I don't know if you can tell, but like lotion can't really take this away. I'm peeling like a snake. Like, it's so strange. It must be that solar energy, because like even last night there was like an intense, I think it was like a G4 magnetic storm. It's like ramming us as we speak, and I couldn't sleep at first. It always either like makes me not sleep, or I just wake up randomly in the middle of the night, or like something will go off like a fire alarm or security system. That happened again when another solar storm hit before that, but this is intense. I'm feeling it. So when that light comes through, don't be afraid of it, because it's literally healing you. You'll go to the store and you'll see people more agitated, or like, you know, just cussing people out in traffic, you know, getting a little aggressive in driving. They're clearing. We're all clearing out that old stuff. So anything you have witnessed here, any pain I may have expressed today, do not take it as your own, and do not be concerned for me, because I'm clearing and healing, as we all are, as we always are. Let's stop expecting perfection out of our business professionals. Even your therapist, even your doctor has problems. Rely on yourself for what you need to know. Let's stop expecting everyone to have all the answers. That's the problem, and that's why we get comments like that. And it gets on everyone's nerves, every YouTuber that I talk to, not even just me. They just don't want to talk because they're afraid. I'm not afraid, honey. Child, I've been through enough. Nothing is a... Shoot. That energy is afraid of me. That's the thing. Let me tell you. I'm not afraid of anything. And I will call people out. I will speak up. And that's why I've been trying to get canceled time and time again in my past. No, loose lips do not sink ships. What about, I don't care if my ship sinks? How about that? I have so many story times, y'all. Sometime in the future, but this is not the time and place. All right, so I'm gonna clearly put a timestamp, so you can skip ahead through the message and not have to hear this blabble. All right, so yeah, there you go. I say it time and time again. I can't be too professional. I just refuse. That's not me. I'm not myself. If I'm not myself, I cannot do these readings. So there you go. Cup 1, cup 2. All right. Okay. Or both. So let's begin. What's the message? What's the message? I hear it still bubbling. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you for letting me speak up. Thank you for blessing me with the ability to speak up, to be myself. Thank you. Okay. Oh, this cup is bubbling. Yeah, the crane cup. All right, what's cup 1 all about? Let's see. My first impression when I read the plate, it's like you think something's over, but it's not. It's not over until it is. You have a way to go, and then when you go that way, you have more way to go. But this time it's like, you know, you have to trail back. Like maybe you choose to go one way, and then you're like, whoops, I have to actually end up going back another way because this is not going to work out. Maybe there's one person that's kind of you're like not really in alignment with, and you know it, and you don't want to tell them that. So you're like, okay, let me talk to this other person. Okay. So maybe you're trying to get like, you're not trying to get anything. You're just trying to move ahead to what feels right. Right. At this point, you're just like, you know what? Let me live day by day and just move ahead and see what goes on. So let's see what is going on in this cup. Okay. Okay, yes, perfect. I gave it enough time. Sometimes I think I'm like, should I give this more time? Yeah, it actually goes quick. Like, I used to think it was like you have to leave the cup for 2 hours, but no, half an hour is sufficient. It might be a little more liquidy, but it still gets the grinds on the edges. So there it is. Cup 1, and I will be using these new cups for your coffee cup readings if you want a book. Alrighty. So, yeah. I've been humming a lot lately. It's all part of the healing. It's like, now that we cleared the crap away. Scattered. Spirit is scattered, guys. When you get to the nitty-gritty, spirit is scattered. I mean, it's not focused. If you expect focused, go to a library hall in Harvard University. I don't know what to tell you. All right. This is not the time or place. Alrighty, so and you won't even get the answers there. I'm just saying. But that's another story for another time. I see a beast. I see a monster here. He's hiding. He's waiting to come out to express himself. I see someone hatching out of an egg, but it looks kind of like a claw. Like, again, kind of maybe it could be part of that beast. He's just releasing himself. In fact, he did. This could be part 2 of spiritual messages, honestly, because I feel like I already know what this is talking about. I'm talking part 1 would be the last candle bowl reading I did. Pick a bowl, you know what I'm saying. I'm laughing because it's like he thinks he can come up and like haunt you or like find a way into your life, but the beast can't. Whatever that beast is, that demon you're battling for a long time, he really started to take over in February. Let's put it that way, lightly and gently. Okay. Take it what you will. It shocked a lot of people in March, so that makes sense. Okay. I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Okay, and so when is it really going to take fold? When it's going to really start affecting and impacting and influencing everyone's life? Okay, so for some, never. Because, we're not going to be in alignment with that. We're not going to participate in that nonsense. We're not going to be with that, okay? With that storyline of life, okay? Because this is all just like a video game at the end of the day. Let's not take everything too deep and personally. But I got to say October, okay? And end of October. But you might not realize it until like November. And I've been saying November a lot for this year. November. Remember I said in one of my sessions, April was supposed to be that 3 days of when the sun is gone and then it's all dark. Yeah. Some people say 10 days. The Lord says 3 days. Okay, so I'm gonna go with 3 days. The spiritual community says 10 days. I don't know about that. Okay. What sits right in my spirit is 3 days, okay? I go with what's written, all right? That's just me. I'm not going to listen to a random mouthpiece. But anyway, you go with what feels right to you. That's probably your timeline. So I'm not here to say, like, that's wrong or right, okay? That's just not my timeline. November. I said either it's going to happen this year, April, allegedly. This is all entertainment purposes only. Some of it may not make sense to you. I want it to make sense to you how it makes sense to you. Maybe you're new to this channel. You don't have no idea what I'm talking about. Good. Connect with how it makes sense to you. I'm trying to open up to how this resonates with you. I said April or November. This feels like November. And when I said November, but it has a small chance to happen in April, I meant what I said. Everyone freaked out and thought Easter, it was going to happen in Easter. I said what I said, didn't I? I said November, but a tiny, like it felt like 5% chance April. Thank God it wasn't April, because most of us weren't prepared for that. We were not ready. We were not ready, honey. No, we were not ready. November, okay? So, that's what feels right to me. November is this just huge event. I don't really get summer. I don't get spring. I don't really get fall. It's kind of going to be just, especially summer. Summer's going to be dead. It's going to be like nothing. Like not even really that eventful, honestly. It's just going to be a time for people to, yeah, if you got to go somewhere or you've been craving to go somewhere this summer, go. 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 Don't worry about your situation. Go. Blessings will unfold when you put that faith and trust. Okay? So, yeah. I'm laughing so much too. Like, even when I burp, I don't know why lately, that's a healing thing too. This never used to happen ever, ever, ever. When I burp, I laugh. Like, right after I burp, I laugh. It's so weird. Like, what is going on? Right? The sparkling. It feels like there's like fire coming out of my hands. Like, I feel stronger. I'm like breaking things left and right. I'm like, what is going on? I think our superpowers are coming through. But anyway, that's another story. Again, this video, not for everyone. Okay, I won't. This is also why I'm laughing. I'm like, child, this video is not for everyone. Okay, like I already know that. I'm already being to be called crazy, whack job, right? They told me to flip the cup upside down. Ooh, it's very cloudy. Whoa. You're waiting on those cloudy days to pass. But guess what? They're not going to pass. What's going to pass is that feeling. Okay? Cloudy days are coming. Okay? I hate to say this, but yeah, I would say July through like the second half of the year is going to be pretty cloudy. People's clouded judgment. I see a lot of clouds, whether it's physical storms or like smoke clouds or just like a dense fog, like just like impenetrable, like unclear smoke and mirrors, like that. Just so much confusion. But you're gonna be the one that just sits it out and be like, I'm in Hawaii, drinking my latte and I don't know, enjoying the view of the bristling palm trees. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever you do, honey, that's on you, okay? That includes if you freak out and start panicking. That's on you too. At this point, that's on you, okay? And no one can help you or save you from that but yourself. You need to remain calm this year. This year's the test. We are in the exam right now. We are in the exam hall and we are being tested on. And when this year passes and you're all calm, you're all mellow as a cucumber, you're relaxed, you're like, you know what? I'm going to spend on that thing I want because I know God got my back and I'll just manifest it 100-fold, honey. Okay, that's the power of magic, baby, the magic in me, okay? Because I'm a magical creation of God and source energy and light and abundance, and I'm free to do what I want because I'm a sovereign human being that deserves all this loving, beautiful things. The thing is, when people spend a coin on something, a lot of times they don't plan. A lot of times when people spend a coin on something and they have to really like bite their tongue when they do, or it's like ouch to their wallet or something, they don't plant a seed. You need to plant a seed when you spend. You need to say, this will come back to me 10-fold, 100-fold, whatever, 1,000-fold. This will bless me and my family, my friends, you know? It's like a prayer. What you send out comes back to you. Same goes with money. You spend on something, you just say, it's gonna come back to me. It's gonna come back to me much more. So yes, do that. And maybe it didn't work before. It's because you didn't plant the seed before. Okay? You just spent it with worry. You spent it out of fear. You said, ooh, like, you know that, ooh, you go to the store and you spend $100. You're like, I just bought 2 bags. Ooh. How do we change that vibration? To saying, you know? Even you can start as something as small as, at least it wasn't $1,000. You know, that's changing the energy too. Or, I'm grateful to be able to be here to spend this $100 to get what I need. It starts there, in the little steps. But that first start is powerful. That is the seed. You plant that seed every time you go to the store. Mark my words. Do it. Try it. So it'll come back to you. It doesn't even have to be in another form of finance. It could come back to you as your lifelong partner you meet. It could come back to you I don't know how. Okay, I don't know how. Okay, I'm not even going to try to know how. But it'll come back to you. They're not showing me. I'm like trying to peel through the veil. They're like, nope, it's a surprise. So it'll come back to you. Maybe better health. Okay. What else am I seeing here? Wow, we got so much positive energy. It's like I don't even see the beast anymore. It's like it's gone. Okay, it's like the clouds are done. They're no more. And this is how you shift the timeline. It's not that hard. All you have to do is just be in a better alignment. That's it. Too many people are out of alignment right now. They forgot their alignment. It's not their fault. It's no one's fault that someone has to work 3-4 jobs and feed 3-4 children. Okay? Don't even have time to sit and think about this stuff. Or even probably watch this video. Right? No fault of anyone's. No fault. No fault. Even though we choose that path. Isn't that funny? My finger's stuck. Well, I guess I'll wear this as a ring the rest of the day, guys. Oh my God, my finger is stuck. But I'm not freaking out. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. Because I know if I need to, I can just smash this stupid cup on the side of the wall and get my finger out. You see what I'm trying to say? When we change the energy, we get unstuck. How did that happen? I have no clue. I seriously thought my finger was stuck. But I made it unstuck because I changed my vibration. If I put my finger back in and I'm like, oh my God, it's never going to come out. It's never going to come out. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. So take care of your needs by taking care of your needs. It's literally in the sentence. What are your needs? Maybe I need to feed my children today so we don't go on the street, right? Let's be real. There's a lot of people in that case. Worried, stressed. How am I going to pay? How am I going to do this? Okay, breathe. Exhale. Breathe. And exhale. How do you feel now? Just by doing those 2 breaths, how do you feel now? Much better, right? You feel a weight's been lifted. Now, how can you take action on that new energy that you feel now? You couldn't take action before your breath, pre-breath. You couldn't take your action because the cloud is the breath. Okay? You cluttered yourself by not breathing. So now that you breathe deeply, now you can come up with ideas, ways to support that family, to get by, to do more. Because we're all just getting by nowadays. At this point, we're all just getting by. Okay? We're living day by day. We're just like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. Let's let it flow. Okay? Because we don't know what one day will bring from the next at this point in the game of life. It's even just a blessing to freaking be alive at this point. Just saying. So, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be here with you. And this is what I feel once I exhaled my breath. I feel calm. I feel peace. I feel like everything's gonna be okay. I feel emotional. I feel joyous. I feel like a flower. I feel like I want to blossom. And now, what ideas come in your mind when you just sit in this? Maybe no idea. Why does an idea have to come? Why not just enjoy the moment? Enjoy this flower blossoming feeling. That's what the cup is trying to say here. Right? Do we need something? Maybe our only need was this peace feeling. Maybe our only need was to breathe. What have humans been doing for thousands of years? Breathing. What do we always need to do? Breathe, right? Right now, in this moment, the only thing in the present is your breath. You notice that, right? You don't need to eat right now. You can go 30 days. You don't need to drink water now. You can go 3 days. You don't need to worry about your heart beating. It's gonna still beat. You need to do now your breath. And this is why it's important to stay present, so you can be mindful of the breath. And when you are, if only there was a commercial on TV every day that just said that, just reminded us to breathe. Before we were so heavily programmed through a screen. We reminded ourselves because we knew we had that connection to Source. That's our power that was taken from us. I'm here to remind you. I'm not here to give a damn what a comment has to say about this stupid channel. It's not about that, I told you. I'm here to remind you of your true power that you hold, to speak up, to breathe. Speak, breath, breathe. Yes. Powerful, isn't it? Isn't it powerful? Now what? How do you feel? Maybe you do come up with an idea. That's what this message is about. There's no scary monster, no scary beast here. When you breathe, you blew him out. You blew him right out your breath. Yeah, that's what this reading is about. I don't see anything else. I see even November will go smooth if you just remain calm throughout this year. Your job right now is to just be, to remain calm, to remain present. That's it. I love you all so much. Again, TonyBomboni.com if you want to book your own coffee cup or whatever other reading services. I'll always be available every single day for you, even holidays, even weekends. There's no rush. Why are we so rushed? Why are we so fearful? Right? Why does there have to be a deadline? Why does there have to be a list, a waiting list? Why does there have to be, you can't talk to me until I tell you when? I'm not that person. I'm here for you every freaking day. That's right. I'm here to help you heal every day. No matter the hour, when I'm available, I'll be there for you. Okay? I'm here for you. There's no limit. Okay? Let's expand together. All right, so this is reading 2. Oh, I love this cup and this plate. Okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. But I don't love it more than myself, because I don't love anything in this physical, hellish world. See how I got you there? No, I don't love it. I love God. I love you guys. I love myself. That's all there is. When everything's taken from us, that's all there is. You know that, right? So what you worried about? What you worried about, honey? Come on, talk to me. Leave in the comments. Right now, I want you all to leave a comment. What are you worried about? Let's get it all out there. Let's dump that. Let this comment section be your dumping ground. Let it rip, honey. Let it rip. Just try not to cuss me out, okay? But let it rip. Let it rip, honey. Okay, this is today. This is why I love that every session is so unique, different, and special. Because we are peeling back another onion layer of healing, of growth, of alignment, connecting back to ourselves. That's all peeling layers is. Connecting home, back to yourself, your hardcore center. So let it rip. Dump out what you've been going through. That stressful job, that person that pissed you off today. Your children, maybe your teenager is cussing you out and you just want to let it rip in the comments. Go. Dump in the comments. Express your pain. What are you going through? I'm reading all the comments. I will pray for you. I will pray over the comments, okay? Let's heal together. Let's grow together. We're victorious. We're not victims to our circumstances. Not anymore. We're not. There's this clip from Dolores Cannon. I just ordered like a bunch of her books because I used to listen to her like audiobooks, but I want to read like the actual physical copy. And she always says this one thing: stop playing the victim. I love it. Like, oh my God, I wish she would just come back to life and just tell me, like, right to my face, stop playing the victim. Like, I would have paid so much money to just see her in person and just hear her say those words. Stop playing the victim. Like, all of a sudden, even just hearing that, like, that's my reminder. I feel like she's coming through in the spirit to be like, reminding us whenever we are doing that, you know? Boo-hoo, this person commented this nasty comment. Stop playing the victim. Just this grandmotherly vibe that she has. I would have given all my money to have a grandmother and just to give me life advice. Like, I never got the opportunity to have that because I feel like, in a weird way, Spirit, God, Universe granted me that gift to be grandmother, to be that grandfather for some, that grandmother energy, that grandfather for someone. And I get that a lot too. It's like, not only the intense energy, it's like, I'm this old person, or I'm this old soul, or like I act old or something like that. Whatever, okay? Because I feel like that was my place here. That was my job. I always saw myself as a little kid. Like, I end up one day like an old person in a forest doing tarot cards. Like, I'm serious. That's the vision I had for my life for such a long time. That gift that was within, that's like, you know what? It may not make sense as I'm 8 years old, but now at 28, I'm like, you know what? It's starting to make sense why I've had that impression about me for so long. I didn't have that grandmother because I am the grandfather person. Does that make, on a human bleep bloop blop everyday life 9 to 5 level, that doesn't make sense. I don't want it to make sense. This is on a spiritual plane. It makes sense. And this is why not everyone gets this work, because they can't connect like that. There's that clog. There's that, I'm too busy worried about this and that. So this is why we had to get the woes out the way first before we can move on to the second cup and connect to spirit and connect and be like, oh, I get you, Tony. You're not scattered. No, honey. Like, this is what this message is. It's not me talking. Maybe it's my grandmother who's passed on. Oh, did I hit that third eye? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, forgive me, Lord. Was that too intense for some? Okay. Cup 2. There are some energies that are not happy with what I'm saying. Like, I'm seeing that cloud again, and there's like a frowny, pissed off, sad face. Oh, boo-hoo. Stop playing the victim, right? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about energy here. This is not a human vehicle that is ticked off. We're getting message out there. We're healing the world. We're getting message out there. This is making a difference. I know this is making a change. I'm reaching the right people that will help reach the right people that will help reach the right people subconsciously. I know it. I know the impact these videos make. I don't need 1 million views to make an impact. I'm hitting just the right ripples, just the right waves to make a long-term change. That's all I need to do. And it's ticking off those energies that don't like that change, that want the world to be regressed, depressed. It's funny, the word grace is drawing me in because it's literally on this cup. Grace teaware. Grace. Grace. What does grace mean to you? That's all. There's no message. I just saw the word grace and I'm like, you know what? What does grace mean to you? Was that too scattered? I'm sorry. Oops. Child, this coffee looks delicious. It looks like chocolate. Maybe it is chocolate. How do I know? I don't know until I try it, right? So how would I know how something's going to go down unless I try? Are you afraid that maybe this one person is afraid that I scattered their brain? Oops. Maybe that's God, like, hey, maybe you need to listen to this message. Maybe I do need to scatter your brain a little because you've been a long time. And now it's time to arise because you are a creator God too. Don't be afraid. It's like a snake coiling here. There's a serpent. I'm getting these relaxing vibes from it though. It's not evil. But there's a snake coil. It's like the glue that bound everything together. This feels sort of like everyone wants to say the snake is bad and evil and wicked and stuff like that. In the spirit, it's not, okay? That was the thing that bound everything. I can't put it into context, but in the realm of the spirit, the snake is now uncoiled itself. It's gone since now, this month. It's gonna have leftover influence until May, June. Well, once June is over, it's over. The snake in the spirit is gone. And that means we're on our own. There's no more glue binding us. It's already unraveling. It's already been unraveled. So I feel like as we're continuing these spiritual messages here, this is it. We don't need that snake in our influence in our life, energy in our life, because we got this. We are the snake. Okay? So, in a sense, you are your own healing. I just got this incredible, like, silent peace. I can't explain it. It's like this indescribable peace. I've been getting waves of that a lot lately. Have you? Like, it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters anyway. It's like just peace. It's not even joy. It's not. I don't feel like happy joy. Like, I don't remember the last time I felt like exuberant. Like, I'm really typically just like a really simple, calm person. Like, I don't really feel those like huge waves of emotion anymore. Like, I just sort of feel like just peace. Like nothing. I don't feel anything. There's just like peace, right? So it's weird, right? It's like that's all there is, but it's so dull, it's so boring, right? So we want to feel these things because we're bored. So, but do you really want to put yourself through all that again? Do you want to coil and uncoil that serpent your whole life and lifetimes? Or are you done with that energy? Are you just ready to move on? Are you just ready to see the light within you as an eternal being and just say, you know what? I'm not going to feed these energies anymore. Because just as a snake coils and uncoils, it's uncertain too. It doesn't know where its next move will be when it comes across another human being and it has to retreat, regress. I'm seeing a toucan here. And I literally see it. It's not just because there's a bird on the cup. Like, I literally see a toucan. There's a lot of avian symbology here, for sure. Absolutely. That was also around, guess when? February, when I said the beast, right? Exactly. Pro and con, right? The beast and the toucan and the snake, right? The snake is sort of like the in-between. The toucan is one polarity, the beast is another. So I feel like we're going to be uplifted. We're going to be taken out of that. For those of us who get this stuff and choose that path, right? That alignment. Because at this point, there's no saving anybody but yourself, honey. Like, if they chose that path, they chose that path. It's too late. The snail already the snake, the serpent already uncoiled itself. It's too late. No turning back. Whoever made up their mind about what path they're going to choose in their life, this is it. This was the month. This was April, what April was about, not the 3 days that I mentioned in Cup 1. April was about, this is it. The effects don't take place until later because the physical is slow and so it always downloads later because this is just a game, okay? So in the spirit, it takes place first. Like the celestial, the astral, the etheric, the ethereal, blah, 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 blah. Then it goes down into the 3D physical. So, yeah, you're not really going to notice until July through November, basically. It's going to take place. Everything that played out in the spiritual in the beginning of this year will play out in the physical in the second half. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Yes. Powerful. Whoa. Mighty Jesus. And I literally see that divide here. It's like, oh. You know why people are so scared? Because they know it's coming. They know it's that time. It's coming. It's here. It's like judgment. It's like, you know what? It's that time. And in a weird way, it's like February is linked somehow with August. Maybe it will repeat itself. Like how February went down will be kind of how August-ish goes down. Also, like, the time is gonna go really fast. So it could be like from February through August, like the time is like so different. And then it might start to actually slow down after that, September onwards. Because there's a reason for that. Because there's gonna be so much taking place that the time will have no choice but to slow down so it can expand and fit all of that's taking place. Does that make sense? Oh, I see a huge chalice here. A huge one. November, December. What did I tell you? This is like when all of the above comes to us. all of it is tunneling. Like, you know those funnels that you put in a 2-liter Coke and bottle and you put water into it, right? Like that funnel, like it's gonna cram all that stuff into our bottle, our chalice, our cup, our goblet. And oh my God, but even by January, I would say people are gonna be like googly-eyed, like wide eyes open, like, whoa, WTF, what is happening? I am like tapping in more than ever. I'm getting these abilities. I don't even know where this is coming from. I used to suck or not be good or not do meditation. Now I'm like, they're speaking to me and I have these things that I can do now and I can see the future and I can OMG, LMFG. Like people are gonna freak in out. Like, wow. I see sort of like a peach or orange or something, like, again, parted in half. Everything is parting this year. This is the year that everything has parted. Everything has uplifted, shifted. That veil is gone. There is no veil. There's no veil anymore. I don't see a veil anymore. Honestly, that's been gone. Okay? There's the clouds. The cloudiness is that illusion of the veil. It's like they're there so that they can cover what was once the veil. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It only makes sense in the spirit, okay? So I gotta say, yeah. I would say those clouds are gone by August. Like, gone. Okay, so honestly, a lot of you should pick cup 1 too, because this will link to message 2. I don't see a separation between 1 and 2. This is just like a continuum of cup 1, part 2 of cup 1, right? There's also a T. So a lot of T names will be affected. Some of you still at a crossroads. A lot of people think there's going to be like a 50-50 split, like everyone has to pick. No, there's still going to be people who are panicked, freaked out, not calm, chose to not be at peace, and just, they still can't make up their mind what side to choose. They don't want to choose a side. They want to just be in the middle. And those will be the right few select people for a right course and guiding timeline. So in a sense, yeah, you do want to be in the sweet spot. But if you are assigned to choose a side and you know you have to choose a side, choose it, because it's only those select few that don't that will kind of lead and guide us in some ways. Kind of like a bridge, right? They're going to be the bridge for those who haven't decided what side they want to choose. So they're going to be indifferent. They're going to be the ones without an opinion. They're going to be the ones just... Indifference is really all. And that's not necessarily ignorance. It's just quite the opposite, in fact. So respect everyone's decision, even if they don't have a decision. Because you're no better if you are the one fighting the opposing team. Does that make sense? Because you're just always in a battle. So you don't, just because you pick a side also, you don't need to battle. You just be, right? You can just exist in your side that you have selected, right? You don't need to conflict or contradict with anyone. That is other people's job. And if you feel like you need to conflict, and that's what you need to do, and you need to say something or do something, that is also then thus what you should do and channel within yourself to express outwards. Because you're but just playing a role in this organism of life that we call life. Okay? So wow, we spoke for an hour. Didn't expect that out of 2 cups. It's like we did half an hour each cup, even though we didn't. It was just mostly me blabbling on in the beginning. But there you go. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you soon on my website, Bomboni.com. I'll be waiting for you. I got nothing better to do. Alright, guys. God bless. Take care. Love and light. Take it easy. These are crazy times, but you know what? Doesn't have to be. You pick. You choose. And honestly, you don't even have to pick and choose if you don't want to. Just be, right? Whatever you're more drawn to, whatever you're more called to. Some people are more drawn to battle than to peace. So if they have to pick a side, then that's what they shall be. You are who you are. You can't help it. You can be influenced, but you're still who you are. You're still going to mold back to who you once were. This is what this reality, this plane of existence is about. Realizing who you were all along. What did I say in the beginning? I've been trying to stay silent for so long because I was suppressing who I was all along because I was afraid of judgment. Not anymore. Bring it on. All right, guys. I think I made my message loud and clear. And whoever relates to me, any of my messages, again, it's not about me. It's not me. I'm trying to get you to connect with you because you are your own creator in this reality. This is your plane, your video game, to remember that, to recall that, to recollect and gain all your power back that was taken from you. And it was never taken from you when you realize that you've taken your power back. It was always there. It was just an illusion, the clouds, the veil that made you think that it was taken from you. Never was. That's why the biggest joke of all is that your soul can be taken. No, it can't. I learned that the hard way. No one can take your soul but you. It was you all along who gave it away, who gave that power back, but it's always there. It's like little orbs, little bubbles that just kind of hang out. You just need to say, I claim it back as mine. That's all. When someone bothers you, when someone makes a remark that phases and affects you, you take that power back. That is yours to claim. That is your sword. That's the cross that you bear. That's what that means. When you bear that cross, you bear that responsibility, the burden of knowing that you have power and you need to claim it and you need to be responsible to address it so that others do not try to attempt to take from you. That's your protection. Your protection is claiming it as yours. Knowing and acknowledging you have power. You have responsibility. And that's how you maintain victory, not victimhood. God bless whatever messages needed to come today. I just spoke. And that will sit with you with how it sits with you. Maybe you learned something new. That was the point of this video. Take care. Love and light. TonyBomboni.com